Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight is another bad winter weather night, and I have here from Stouffer's a hot meal, Grandma's chicken and vegetable rice bake, and it says tender white meat chicken, vegetables, and rice in a cheddar cheese sauce. And from the photo here, it appears that the vegetables are peas and carrots. I wasn't sure why this had this unusual name for a Stouffer's product. And I noticed on the back here it says winner of our 1999 recipe contest, from Jenny's grandma to your table. So that was a long time ago. We're talking about 20 years. So this must have been pretty successful. So I actually tried to look this up on the internet, and I found out there is a story behind it. As Kenny Kingston would say, a wonderful story. So it turned out that Jenny Kwiatkowski of Erie, Pennsylvania, was a senior at Mercyhurst College, and she submitted this recipe, which was her grandma's recipe for country chicken casserole, and it said the judges were won over because of the story about that her grandmother had died, and she collected the recipes and then would try to make these recipes for the family at dinner time, and this was what her grandmother used to make using the leftovers from the Sunday chicken dinner. And I found this out from reading in the Indiana Gazette. They had some information from nearby states, I guess, in a column, and one of them was Erie, Pennsylvania, the great town of Erie, Pennsylvania. So I've got this going in the microwave right now. Let's take it out and see what we got. Okay, so here's what they promise here on the front of the box. Here are the nutrition facts, and I'm somewhat disappointed in that I got this believing that these nutrition facts were for one person. It says there's 2 servings in here, amount per serving. I hate that kind of a trick when they put that on a product, because now everything on here is double the fat, and worst of all, double the sodium. It's going to really be a salt bomb at 1480 milligrams. Good Lord. Going to get, I guess, double the protein, double the iron, things like that. But I really like to have an honest nutrition facts on here. The aroma of this is it's kind of a milder version of turkey tetrazzini, another one of my favorite Stouffer's meals. Probably because it is chicken instead of turkey. Has a milder aroma, as well as that we're dealing with a cheese sauce instead of a cream sauce. And also I think the breadcrumbs are also giving it a similar aroma. So let's get a spoonful with one of these. There's some very nice big cubes of this chicken. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I have to say it's probably the best. Stouffer's does have good chicken in their products, but this is probably the best I've had from their company. Very ample chunks, juicy, moist, tender, and a lot of flavor in there. So I give a high score for that. Try to get, there's actually also a good amount of meat in here. It's hard to get a spoonful without any, but I want to try the sauce and rice separately. Flavor is a little more bland than the actual chicken pieces. It's sharp enough to tell that it's cheddar, but it's not quite as sharp as something like a Cracker Barrel cheddar cheese.
I hope no one will be triggered by a wonderful smile.
Well, I'd say this is a pretty good meal for a cold night. The serving size is very ample, if not fairly unhealthy at the same time. There's a lot of salt in here unless you split it up into little child's portions, which I don't think any man is going to do, or even a woman for that matter. It's not that big of a tray. I'll say the main sources of flavor in this are really the chicken itself, which fortunately is quite a bit of, and they're big, nice big chunks of very high quality chicken. And then you get, I think salt is really driving the rest of it. You've got a nice cheese flavor, but really more than getting a sharp cheddar flavor, you're just getting more of a salty cheese flavor, which, as you know, is good, but it's not anything outrageously new or different. So I think I'd like to see the nutrition facts corrected on here to reflect the actual one serving size. I think probably for a little bit healthier, you can do better by just getting the chicken a la king or turkey tetrazzini Stouffer's dinner. And the only problem with that is your portion size is going to be a little bit smaller, but overall I'd say it's probably time for them to give this a 20th anniversary package, and I'm going to say I would say 3 stars, but I think that chicken is going to bump it up to 4 stars. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.